change. That's yeah, that's a beautiful way of putting it. But do you think your work comments on any current, past, or social or political issues, or is it just something more free, something more ambiguous, something just more interpretive? It's like
Um, the current issue that I do feel very passionate and am driving to create a body of work centered around this is the situation with the climate, the environment, and the amount of thought we should put into considering how our next steps will be in terms of, you know, how we treat the severity of this issue. I think, um, especially the land art that I make, I've been trying to move to more sustainable platform in everything that I make. I want to be a person that by the time I'm done, and I hope everyone at some point acquires this mentality, by the time I leave here, I hope I have made more progress towards bettering the state of the climate in which I was born than damaging it, and just being alive, we're maybe already a little behind, but I feel like art is something that I'm already passionate about. And I care so much about this problem just because I think of, I want future generations to feel what it's like to go swim in the ocean and not have to worry about toxic water levels. Or I want everyone to at least, you know, be able to run through a forest and just smell like like green trees and like fresh air. I don't want to take that away from anybody else because those are the things that have brought me the most joy in life. So, in working with art, I know art gets a lot of attention and eyes, and sometimes the natural world does too, but not in the way that art does, because art is very like closely associated with life and expression. So a lot of the land art that I do is kind of personifying landscapes, right? How can I make, human beings empathize with faces and expressions? So, in creating faces in large, um, you know, landscapes, it kind of at least brings attention to the fact that it's very much alive and its life is in our hands. So, yeah, that's kind of, at least from what I'm commenting on in terms of change that I want to see politically, individually, it's that.
It's awesome, dude. I think that's gonna be awesome to like really cool to listen back to this in the future, and
yeah.
see where you're at that point. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and I
think
can't wait in like 10 years to see what your work will be like, cuz I'm sure I mean in like the 2 years that I've known of you at least, your work has changed like drastically, and it's just amazing just watching that progression. So I can only imagine.
for sure.